In this video, I'll be showing you how to work the short row shaping technique. This is a technique that can be used in multiple ways to shape your knitting, for example, for a heel of a sock or for a sloped shoulder shaping. This technique is used in many of our patterns, including our Funky Town socks and Every Time tank. Today, I'll be using Wool & the Gang's Feeling Good yarn in Terracotta Blush and a pair of 5mm knitting needles. So, let's get started. To show you how to work this technique, I'll be working into a base of stocking stitch. To work the short row shaping technique, instead of knitting all the stitches of your row, you will work the given number of stitches, then you will turn your knitting around and work back over the stitches you just knitted. I am using 24 stitches as an example and will be working 10 rows of short row shaping, but this will differ depending on which pattern you are following. So, to begin with, knit 20 stitches, leaving 4 stitches that have not been knitted, which are now called on hold. Now leave these 4 stitches of your row here on hold. Turn your work. To prevent holes from forming in your knitting, you will work a yarn over or a reverse yarn over, depending on whether you're working a knit row or a purl row. In this instance, I'm going to be working a reverse yarn over. So wrap your yarn around your needle like this, and now work back over the 20 stitches you just knitted by purling each of the stitches. And purl to the end of your row. In your pattern, your stitch count given from now on will include all the stitches that are on hold for the short row technique and will also include any yarn overs. So your yarn over is this additional stitch here, and then these 4 stitches are your stitches that are on hold. Next, you will work a further 2 rows of short row shaping, but reducing the amount of stitches that you knit. So this time I'm going to knit 16 stitches, leaving 9 stitches on hold, which includes the 4 from before, the 1 yarn over, and then an additional 4 stitches, 9 in total. So knit 16 stitches. Sixteen stitches knitted and then 9 on hold. Turn your work. Then again, to prevent a hole, you need to make a yarn over, a reverse yarn over, because I'm working on a purl side. So wrap your yarn round. Then working back over those 16 stitches, you purl to the end of your row. Then turn your work. Now you will work a further 2 rows of short row shaping, again reducing the amount of stitches that you knit to begin with. Now I'm going to knit 12 stitches, leaving 14 stitches on hold, which includes the yarn overs. So knit 12. I have 12 stitches knitted and then 14 on hold. Turn your work, then make another reverse yarn over to prevent any holes. and then purl back over those 12 stitches. So purl to the end of your row. Turn your work. Now I'm going to work a further 2 rows of short row shaping, again reducing the amount of stitches you knit. I'm going to knit 8 and leave 19 on hold. 1, 2. So I have 8 stitches here knitted and 19 on hold. Turn your work, make a reverse yarn over by wrapping your yarn around, and then purl back over those 8 stitches. Now I'm going to work a final 2 rows of short row shaping. I'm going to reduce down to just knitting 4 stitches to begin with, leaving 24 on hold. So I have 4 knitted here and then 24 on hold here. Turn your work, make a reverse yarn over and purl those 4 stitches that you just worked. Turn your work. So now you've worked all of your short rows, you must work back over your stitches on your needle to remove the yarn overs, as you have an excess number of stitches. So knit 4 stitches. Now this is your first yarn over. Knit this yarn over and then this next stitch together. So insert your needle into that stitch and then through the yarn over as well, so that your needle goes through both the stitch and the yarn over. Wrap your yarn around and complete the stitch as normal, reducing the number of stitches you have. Then knit 3 until you reach the next yarn over, and then knit the yarn over and this next stitch together by inserting your needle through the stitch and then the yarn over, like so. And continue doing this until you reach the end of your row, removing all of the yarn overs by knitting them together with the stitch next to them. Now I'm back to the original stitch count that I had to begin with, which was 24 stitches. Now you can continue to work your piece or you can cast off. Now I've cast my piece off so that you can see this sloped short row shaping edge, like so. Thanks for watching.